Hey guys, Sofirn here, and in today's video we are going to be doing a review and comparison on the Sofirn SC13 and Sofirn SC13A. Let's get into this. So if you don't know about the Sofirn SC13 and SC13A, they're an EDC torch that both have 1300 lumens, and one of them has an SST40 LED and one has a Nichia 519 LED. Let's unbox them both and take a closer look at them. So, as we can see here, we will start off with the standard SC13. We've got it in the military green colour, the SST40 emitter, and 6500 kelvins. The box itself is pretty simple, but nevertheless still looks nice. Going in, we can see the contents of the box. We've got the standard Sofirn lanyard that they supply, as well as the Sofirn clip here. We've also got the USB-C to USB type A charging lead, and underneath that we've got the torch itself encased in bubble wrap, which I'll get out now, and that piece of white paper down below there is the user manual telling you about how to use the Sofirn firmware or the UI. It also tells you lumens and sort of like numbers and specifications about the torch. Here's the torch itself. My first thoughts is that it looks really small. It's absolutely tiny in person. I really like that green, military green anodizing there, which I think Sofirn have absolutely smashed. And yeah, I think first thoughts is that it looks and feels like a very premium torch. So moving on to the SC13A now, we've got it in the black colour with the Nichia 519 LED, and we've also got it in a warmer tint as well. Packaging wise, the box is exactly the same. If we open it up as well, you can see that the contents look very similar with the USB-C charging lead. We get the standard Sofirn lanyard. We should have the clip here as well, and the torch itself in the bubble wrap, as well as the user manual here, which is quite a bit thicker, and that's because the SC13A uses Android UI instead of Sofirn's simple firmware. We can see here the torch, again, very small. I love the black anodizing that Sofirn's used. It's like a matte finish rather than a glossy finish. Comparing it to the green, military green colour, I genuinely both think they look really nice. So let's get on to the specs of these things. So moving on to the specifications, we will start with the regular SC13. Starting at the top, we can see the SST40 emitter in 6500 kelvins, which, as we can see here, is quite a cool white. We've also got the Fresnel TIR lens there, which gives it some really good throw. Sofirn say it throws 217 meters, which is actually really good for a torch this side. Moving to the side, we can see the switch here, which I think feels really nice. It's electronic. It's got tactile feedback, and it's got this little green light on the side which tells you whether the torch is on or not. It's also encased in rubber as well, as this torch is IP68 waterproof. Moving to the bottom, we've got the magnetic tail cap, and the battery in this thing is an 18350 Sofirn battery, which has 1100 milliamp hours, and it takes about 3.5 hours to charge. Moving to the back here, we can see the charging port, which is the same as all Sofirn charging ports, which is just the USB-C here, which is covered by this rubber again to make it waterproof. And the UI running on this is the standard simple UI or standard Sofirn firmware, which I've actually don't mind too much, but I do prefer the firmware on the SC13A, which is Android 2. We've got the Nichia 519 LED at the top here, same Fresnel lens. This one's in 5000K, which we can see here is actually quite a bit warmer, which I do personally prefer for an EDC torch. Same again, magnetic tail cap, as well as the same electronic side switch with the tactile feedback. Same 18350 battery supplied by Sofirn, as well as the USB-C charging port. I am a big fan of the clips on both of them as well. They do work really well for deep pocket carry on these small torches, and I do think both of these torches are really EDC friendly. So we'll start with the standard SC13. We'll go straight into a throw test, and because of the 6500K and that Fresnel lens, we should be looking at 200 plus meters, which for the size of this is like absolutely incredible. So we'll ramp up and put it into a turbo, and this is incredible here, guys. It's lighting up this whole forest area. It's throwing about those trees back there about 170 plus meters, so it has no troubles lighting up this whole area, and for the size this is just so impressive, guys. So we will now go on to the SC13A. This is in 5000K, but we still got the same Fresnel lens, so we should see 200 plus meters of throw again, but we should also see a little bit more flood as well, because we got that different LED, that Nichia 519. So we'll ramp up, and straight away you can see that warmer tint there. We'll go into turbo, and this is still absolutely incredible. We can see this whole area lit up here. The camera really does not do it justice, even though I've got it on fixed exposure. It's throwing to those trees as well as the SC13 standard, and these torches just never fail to surprise me. Absolutely amazing. So we'll go on to a sort of throw and flood test now. Back to the standard SC13. We'll ramp up, and this thing is just so impressive, guys. This torch is rivaling other EDC torches that are nearly double its size, and this thing puts up such a good fight. We can see it lighting up this whole area with a nice balance between some throw and some flood here. And there is the standard SC13. So onto the SC13A now. We should see similar results, but with that nice warmer 5000K. We'll ramp up from moonlight, and then we'll go into turbo. We can still see those trees back there. We still got that nice balance between flood and throw. The only thing I will say is that 6500K does make everything in the distance look a little bit more sharp than this warmer 5000K. We'll ramp down now, and that is the throw and flood test for the SC13 and SC13A. So onto a flood test now in this walled area. This will give us a nice example of how wide the beam is, spill, etc. So we'll ramp up now and put it into turbo, and we can see it's lighting up this whole area. Nice spill, no artifacting at all. We can still see that the Fresnel lens is really throwy, but we're getting some really nice flood out of this thing as well. Super versatile. Onto the SC13A now. So onto the flood test now with the SC13A. We should see this thing perform a little bit better due to that nice warmer tint. It has high CRI, so all the colours look a bit more true. So yeah, let's ramp up, and let's see the beam shots from the 519A into turbo, and we still see that nice throw from the Fresnel, but definitely a little bit more floody, sorry. And we got some nice spill, and again, very versatile torches. So guys, what are my final thoughts on the SC13 and SC13A? I think they are truly brilliant torches and could well be some of the best torches in their category. If you're someone who likes to use the torches on a higher to turbo mode all the time, you really want to see what's out in the distance, and you like that cool 6500K as well as that simple UI, then I'd definitely say the standard SC13 is for you. But if you're someone like me who likes to use it in the lower modes and likes really low moonlight, but also enjoys using it on turbo with that Android UI and that Nitria 519 LED with that warm white, then I'd definitely say the SC13A is for you. I want to say a huge thank you to Sofirn for sending these out, and they're running a 20% off deal, which I'll have in the description below, so you can purchase both of these torches at a really good price. I also wanted to say as well, if you guys enjoy the torch videos, post in the description below what Sofirn torch you'd like to see reviewed next. Unfortunately guys, that's the end of the video, but remember to like, subscribe and turn on those notifications so you're notified when I do another video. Bye!